People love to throw this word around, but lacks the ability to put it into practice. Accountability.
I'm your host, Devontae.
I'm your host, Lakeefa,
And it's time to take a journey with the Jacksons. What's up, my love?
Hello, hello, hello.
How you feeling?
I feel pretty good. I
Do
mean,
you?
not too good, cause
Okay.
who boy, let me tell you. I ain't gonna tell you how them Ravens just lost.
Your Flock Nation lost today?
Pissed me off.
Damn. What happened, babe?
It was a whole bunch of BS. And today, I actually felt like since Lamar wanted to play scary, they should have put Huntley in the game.
Oh, now we got that on record now. That is
I'm
on
well
record.
aware.
Okay.
But that's just how I felt today.
Now, if L. Jack hear this,
We can have a one-on-one.
oh, it's okay, babe. You're not alone. You know, the Lions put foots in my Cowboys.
Damn.
Man, it's just crazy.
Yeah, I don't know. You know?
It's all right. There's always a chance.
They're always,
I
you
mean,
know?
y'all got a better chance than us.
That is true.
But
Hey,
it is what it is.
it is what it is.
So, my love, what are we getting into today?
Let's get into that word everybody likes to throw around. Accountability.
Mm-mm.
Mm.
So you saying don't nobody take accountability?
You know? People love to say they do, but in reality, they really don't.
Well, before we get into it, make sure to like, review, share, subscribe, download, tell a friend to tell a friend.
To tell a friend to tune in.
Also, in the meantime, between time, for the sake of time, be sure to follow us at Journey with the Jacksons 4.
You can follow my personal account at Lakeefa Jackson.
And you can always follow your boy at I am Devontae Jackson.
Well, journeyers, let's go ahead and get into it.
First of all, I take accountability for everything.
I'm going to stop you right there.
Damn, already?
Already, you speed.
Damn. Wait, okay, talk to me.
Baby, you do not always take accountability.
Cap.
And if you do, it takes you a while. You have to go back and reflect and then come back later.
That's the new me.
Oh, I'm listening.
But at the end of the day, accountability is accepted, right or wrong.
True.
Thank you. Next. Because you really just contradicted yourself. First you said, I don't take accountability.
You don't.
Then you turn around and say, I take time, reflect, and then I take accountability.
Babe, because if you saying you just take accountability,
Damn,
accountability
that word
right
ate
off the
your
bat.
ass up.
Oh, excuse me. But if you saying you do it like right off the bat, you don't.
Oh, sometimes. It just depends on what it is. Some things that it requires me to reflect on to make sure I'm not the problem. But if I come to the conclusion that I'm the problem, then I take accountability for it.
Okay, I'll give you that.
Yeah, give me that. Thank you. That's what you call accountability points. Clap it up for my wife.
Whatever.
Babe, what you do to my claps?
I didn't do nothing. What you do to your claps?
I ain't do none of my claps. I guess, whatever. I'll clap for you.
Thank you. Well, I tend to do it sometimes. It just depends on, I have to feel like I'm wrong for me to do it.
And you're mostly wrong whenever we have a disagreement. You're in the wrong most of the time.
No, I'm only wrong 1 point. Nah. I'm only wrong.
Sound like you for the lie.
0.9% of the time.
That's straight bullshit. How come women think they just write about everything? Like, y'all, you mean tell me women just write about everything?
Now, I ain't gonna agree to that statement because I know for a fact we ain't right about everything.
Mm-hmm.
But when we write, and that's majority of the time.
I don't think that's true.
Some women, I wouldn't put that for all.
So when you speak on accountability, and people have the lack of accountability, what do you mean exactly?
Being able to accept your wrongs and seeing an opportunity to grow through your wrongs and change for the better is taking accountability. That's my definition anyway.
But accountability or taking accountability isn't just something you just. Well, let's rephrase that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because you should be brought up to accept accountability.
Everybody not brought up that way because the older generations before us, yeah,
accountability not in their vocabulary.
It don't start there.
But do we blame them? Because they live their life based on the way that they was raised.
But
so if their parents didn't take accountability or their parents didn't do it, what do you expect?
Okay, so I know you can only teach what you know.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, if you go through life a certain way
mm-hmm.
and you didn't like the way you went through life,
mm-hmm.
you should try to learn and change the way you go through it if you choose to have kids. You should choose to do things differently if you don't like the way that it was done with you.
Oh, I see that. And that's pretty much what we did.
Pretty much, yes.
So that's a way of breaking generational curses.
Yes. And being held accountable is one of the curses that need to be broken.
But the hardest task is getting the generations prior to us to accept that accountability.
Well, my take on that is whether they accept it or not, it got to be done.
What, the accountability?
Yes.
So they have to be held accountability.
They have to be held accountable.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Come on now, babe. Get together for the people.
Easy on you, boy. Now you speak.
Okay, but come on.
So, okay, let's just say, right?
Mm-hmm.
Our parents didn't necessarily raise us the way we raise our children. Right? We know that. It's obvious.
Mm-hmm.
We don't believe our parents did a bad job at raising us at all.
Right.
But there was flaws.
Right.
And it's natural. It's normal.
True that, because we have them as well.
We have them as well. Like, there's no such thing as a perfect parent.
It's not.
Everybody
and it never will be.
It's just take accountability for your flaws.
Yeah, and babe, I think sometimes, like, with the older generation and our parents,
mm-hmm.
they don't see as what they're doing is wrong or how it's I don't
negatively impacting us.
Yeah, there we go. That's the word. How it's impacting us
mm-hmm.
or anything like that. And when you try to bring it up to them or speak to them about it, it sounds like we're attacking them.
Right.
When in reality, we're just giving flaws
mm-hmm.
or telling what kind of impact that it had on us.
Right.
And they see that as attack because they lack the ability to take accountability.
Because I believe, and I'm going to put myself in their shoes, right?
Mm-hmm.
The only thing they think about is the sacrifices that they made. That's it.
Right.
Their sacrifices. But your mistakes outweigh your sacrifices 10 times. Always.
Yeah.
You will always make twice as many mistakes than sacrifices as a parent, period.
Mm-hmm.
It's the way it is.
Mm-hmm.
But we identify those mistakes. We come to you with the mistakes that you've made. Because the mistakes you've made could have impacted us that changed the whole trajectory of our life.
Yeah. And it could impact you in ways that don't show until later on. That can come back tenfold over. That's
a scary situation.
Yeah. That is very true.
Especially when said parent don't want to identify said mistakes.
Yeah. But, babe, some people don't see what they're doing as mistakes. Like you said, some of them only see the sacrifices they made, and that outweighs the mistake to them.
They only see the sacrifice and they blinded to their mistakes.
Yes,
pretty much.
Right? Yes.
I mean, it's very scary, and I always hope that we can create a open and positive environment for our children to come to us
and
say, "Hey, you did such and such," when only such and such was required.
Yeah, I feel like we are in the area or era
Mhm.
where we are grooming our kids for that way.
Mhm.
Because Devana, she holds us accountable,
Hey.
and she don't even know that she's doing that yet.
without knowing it, you know.
She does it, and she doesn't even know that she's doing it.
But when she do it, we're not going to yell at her or
Mm-mm.
cuss her out because
No.
she's doing it.
No, we
You're,
don't.
like, you're right. In this situation, your 4-year-old self
It's right.
is correct.
Yeah, we just laugh it off and go about
Yeah.
our business
Like,
and fix it for the next time.
you know,
But she don't know that she's doing it yet, but she's doing a good job at it
without even realizing.
without even realizing,
Like,
because she don't know what she's doing yet.
This is a pretty good example, right?
Hmm.
So the other day, you took her to McDonald's to get something to eat,
Mhm.
and they messed her food up.
Yes.
And this little girl said, they messed my food up because they don't understand English up in there. It's a bunch of Mexicans up in there. And when she said it, it threw us completely off guard.
Completely off.
And then, but we know like, where exactly she got that from.
Yes.
You know, like,
always watch what you say in front of your kids, people.
yes, it's very important.
Be very cautious, because even when you don't think they listening,
They listen.
they listening.
That was a very learning situation.
Yeah. That there, yeah.
Okay, like, oh, okay, yeah. You know, you truly have to watch what's said.
Very much so.
And then the things that said aren't even intentional.
Mm-mm.
Or aren't even, that's not even the way you truly feel. You just mad in the moment.
Yeah,
you
especially
just
when it
saying
comes to
stuff.
food, bro.
People get mad.
When it comes to food and I'm spending my money on it, oh, of course I'm gonna be upset.
Yeah.
Some stuff just be said in the heat of the moment.
Heat of the moment. You know, things you really don't even mean. You're just talking.
So you really have to watch what you say,
Yes.
even when you're mad.
And by her saying that, we can't get upset that she said that because it's our fault she said it. Because
Yeah.
she got it from us.
But disclaimer, we were in the walls of our home when she said it.
Yeah, yeah. 100%.
Nobody else heard it.
But you truly have to be careful.
Yeah. Or what was that you did earlier? What did you do? And she said, she was like, you always doing that.
I don't even remember.
Yeah. Devontae did something earlier, and Devana pointed out the fact that he always doing it. And like, you couldn't even get mad about it because it was very much true.
It was true. You can't get mad. You know? She held me accountable.
She did. But that's what I'm saying. Like, she's doing it
Without realizing
it because she doesn't know what it is just yet. So just imagine, like, if we keep allowing her to grow
exactly
in that aspect, and allowing her to keep doing it respectfully.
Right. First, respect is...
we're allowing her to grow and she's doing it respectfully.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see anything wrong with it. But
Me
you know, it's another story where she called somebody a liar.
Mm-hmm.
And in that sense, like, they got mad.
Can't get mad.
But they did lie.
They did.
And she called it out.
Yeah, it's perfect. That's why I tell you, like, we was growing up saying lie was a curse word.
Mm-hmm.
Which I don't believe lie is a curse word.
It's not. It's not. I guess some people just see it as a form of a respect thing.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, even if I tell you, like they was teaching us, you got to say you telling stories. But even if I tell you that, you still lying.
You're still lying.
I'm still calling you a liar.
Yeah.
So, like, what's the difference?
You just don't want a kid telling you that you're a lie.
Yeah. You don't want to be held accountable for your actions. Exactly. That's what that is.
So I'm never going to get on to her when she say such and such is lying.
Mm-hmm.
Or she even tell me I'm lying.
Because she did tell you that one day.
Yes. She would tell me. You say, that's a lie. Or you're lying.
Mm-hmm.
And if she tell me that and I know I'm lying, there's nothing
you can do about it.
You know, I want her to be so secure within herself.
Yeah.
And so sure of what she's saying, that nothing can be. She won't fall for anything.
Right. And that's
when she hear a lie, she gonna call that lie out. You're a lie. That's a lie. Don't come to me with lies. You come to me with truth, because it helps and molds her to only speak truth.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's another thing that I want to touch base on as well. Long as everything is done respectfully,
Mm-hmm.
there should not be a problem with it. But the older generation, they do have problems with it
Yes.
because they see it as back talk or being disrespectful when in reality it's not. You just don't want to take accountability.
Period.
And another thing I want to get into and touch on a little bit is, do you believe children deserve apologies and explanations?
Yes, I do. Because a child can be done wrong, same as an adult can be. See, people think just because you're an adult, you automatically deserve respect. No, everybody deserves respect, no matter what your age is.
Yeah, but speaking on respect, I also feel like that's a thing that is earned. Because if you come to me disrespecting me, what do you think you finna get in return?
You finna give respect or disrespect. So if you are you saying that when somebody, or let's just say a child, because this is really what it boils down. It's about kids and adults. The distinction. So if a child comes to you respectfully and tell you that you're lying, how would you feel about that?
I'm gonna have to take time in that moment as they're telling me, reflect on what I was saying, but at the same time, I'm gonna have to take accountability, realize that I was wrong, apologize for being wrong, and ask them to tell me where they believe I went wrong. I'm not gonna scold that child, because if you think I'm lying, I might just be lying. Shoot, like, so I mean, I do feel like kids deserve apologies and explanations.
Right. And they do. Because that apology and explanation gives them a greater understanding of what you're saying and where you're coming from.
Right.
Which will only help them. The more information they have, the better off they're going to be. And the earlier on they can consume that information.
That is very true. And you may not realize it at the time, but it is also helping you grow as well. Not just that child.
That's true.
And if people really and truly want to grow, accountability is where they should start.
So speaking of, you have a clip for me?
I do.
Take a listen.
Woo! Accountability. Accountability is the highest form of self-love. Period. Point blank. No cap, as the kids would say. We're done. We can go and get off now. Accountability is the highest form of self-love, meaning you're not pointing anywhere on the out. You're not even looking at the outside. Who cares what's going on? Who cares what he did? Who cares what she did? Who cares what they didn't do? What is it that I have control over? I have control over my perspective. I have control over my energy. I have control over my attitude. All of these things on the inside, I'm taking supreme ownership for them. I'm not going to let someone else or something else dictate my inner world. Another word for this, we call this sovereignty. When you start walking in your sovereignty, meaning I'm the master of my inner kingdom, no thing and no one will ever have power over me. Now, when you do this, you will start to see that you were the creator of your reality. And you can start to create your reality as you desire instead of how somebody else wants you to be.
Wow, I agree.
Yeah.
100%.
Accountability is another form of self-love.
Because go ahead.
That's what I'm saying. It allows you to grow. And if you choose and truly want to grow, then you have to learn to take accountability.
100%. I mean, even what he was saying, the way it helps you grow, and then if you start that as a child, and that continue to evolve over time, and you just get better and better at it, imagine the type of person you're going to be as an adult.
Imagine.
That right there is a generational curse that you're breaking in real time.
Yeah.
By simply allowing your child to hold you accountable.
Yeah. And at the same time, they're holding you accountable. Make sure you holding that child accountable as well, but still respectfully. Because I do feel like children deserve respect coming from an adult.
Yes.
Just as well as an adult deserving respect coming from a kid.
Right.
Respect does not have an age on it. And I don't understand why people choose to say respect your elders, or respect does not have an age on it.
Yes. So
You have
respect.
to give it to get it.
True. So respect doesn't have an age, but I believe when you are an elder,
Mm-hmm.
that respect still have to be deserved. So I'm not gonna respect a disrespectful elder.
Right.
But when let's say you are an elder and you are respectful, I believe that respect should be multiplied
It should.
because
I agree.
you are an elder, 100%.
Mhm.
But if you 80 years old and you completely bluntly disrespectful, you don't deserve no respect at all. I don't care. Period. You are a disrespectful individual.
Yeah.
So accountability is or it goes into all walks of life,
It does.
from your relationships to your spouse, your
Mhm.
relationship to your children,
Mm-hmm.
to your parents,
Mm-hmm.
parent to child,
Mm-hmm.
child to parent,
Mm-hmm.
person to elder,
Yeah.
person employee to boss.
Mhm.
So accountability goes all the way around. What's life without accountability? Let's just say you working and you have a supervisor and he's not holding his employees accountable and it's making you work more.
Then there's no growth. If you don't hold somebody accountable and nobody's holding themselves accountable, there's no growth.
So you mean you didn't have a growth when I had to write you up?
You wrote
Was
me
that
up.
you? I wrote you
You
up.
ain't never wrote me up.
I never wrote you up.
No.
I think that's cap.
You should have got wrote up.
For what?
Fraternizing.
Oh, that wasn't in the employee handbook. Nothing in the employee handbook said that management cannot fraternize with employees.
Right. Use it to your own advantage.
And I know that wasn't in the handbook because the owner was fraternizing with employees. Now that's a whole nother conversation.
He is.
Man. So when you think of accountability, what are the first things that comes to mind?
Being responsible for your actions.
When did you realize taking accountability was an important part of life?
Because that wasn't something that was just taught off back in my home that I grew up in.
Mm-hmm.
I would say taking accountability came in account to me my early 20s.
So you're saying you have to you discovered taking accountability on your own. It wasn't taught to you.
That's right. You can't learn or you can't teach what you don't know.
Mm-hmm. So your parents didn't know or understand the taking accountability, so they couldn't teach it to you. And it's something that you have to discover on your own.
Mm-hmm.
Like, with that being said, like all the new stuff, like such as breaking generational curses, doing things different, gentle parenting, all these modern ways of raising children,
Mm-hmm.
developing children. Why do you think our parents didn't discover this prior to us? Why are we the generation that's solely responsible on breaking all these generational curses?
Well, I don't feel like we're solely responsible, but I do feel like certain things about the way a lot of us grew up, we did not like or we did not want to accept. So we chose to change it.
Mm.
And I don't fault the older generation because, like I keep saying, what you don't know, you can't teach. But I do feel like there was like we were saying, they saw more so their sacrifices rather than their mistakes.
Mm.
So they chose to prioritize the sacrifices over the mistake, not knowing what kind of impact it could have brought into their child's or their kid's life later.
Yeah. I think that's the biggest thing what you said there at the end is you raising your children in the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I would say back then, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was a different time then
Yes.
than it is now. And I believe they raised us in the moment with a disregard to how we would end up as an adult.
Yeah, they raised us the best way they knew how. Because who's to say? Well, from just observing, you know that from the way your parents raised you, they had a different upbringing
Right.
than the upbringing you had. So it is generational,
Mhm.
but there just has to be that one person that says, okay, enough. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. This is something I am going to change. This is something I want to learn more about so that I can change it,
Mhm.
because I don't like some of the situations that I was in or being brought up in.
Mm.
So it's just all about mindset too. Being able to being able to change
Mhm.
things takes like I want to say healthy person, mentally
Strong.
strong. Yes,
Right.
like you have to be
The want to.
yes, you have to want to.
Yeah.
It takes it's like all in that pot over there.
Mhm.
It's the main thing is the want.
Yeah, you have to want it first.
Yes.
I understand completely. I mean, this it's very scary, and it's one of the hardest things when it comes to parenthood,
Mhm.
because you have to completely understand that the decisions you make, the words you say, the example you have to your children will directly impact the way that child turn out to be as an adult. It would impact them if they're gonna be a criminal, if they're gonna be a narcissist,
Mhm.
if they're gonna carry trauma throughout their entire life, going on hurting people.
Mhm.
You have to be very, very careful with that.
That's true, because sometimes you are a product of your environment.
Yes.
That's not true for all people,
Mhm.
but majority of the time, that is one thing that is true.
Mhm. So with that being said, you got another clip for me?
I do.
Take a listen.
There are some people that won't take accountability for the things that they've done, but blame you for the way that you reacted to it. They will look at the things that you said or did and blame you because you took action to preserve yourself, because you cared enough about you to not allow them to do whatever they wanted with you. They will look at that and say, well, you're so bad because of that, but they won't look at themselves and say, well, what did I do? Because accountability is a very tough thing for a lot of us. And we will sit here and try to dismiss what we did so that other people can take on that bearing. The strongest thing you will ever do in your life, the real sign of emotional maturity and emotional growth, is being able to be accountable for you and knowing that not everyone is the problem. You might have done something wrong, but what happens often is that people who cannot be accountable for themselves will blame you. They'll do something bad to you and then say, well, why did you react that way? You are so bad. At the end of the day, these are the people that you need to cut loose and run quick, because you will be the butt of every bad problem always. They'll look at something and look at ways to blame you. They couldn't take accountability for their own actions, so they blame you for your response. There are some people that won't take.
All right. Accountability.
It's the thing that interests me the most is when he said that there are people that won't take accountability
Mhm.
and they try to project their problems or whatever may have you onto you as if you're the problem,
Mhm.
when in reality they're the problem. They know they're the problem, but they just refuse to accept it.
That's because people like to play the blame game.
Mhm.
But accountability is not about blame. It's about taking ownership, realizing what you did, realizing your actions, what caused this. It's like what's the cause and effect?
Mhm.
A domino effect. It's that. It's bouncing back and forth. You have to realize what you did first that made that person react that way. If you can't see what you did or where you went wrong, then you can't say you're taking accountability, because you're not.
But there are people that know that they're wrong.
Mhm.
They see exactly where they're wrong,
Mhm.
but they still refuse to accept that they're wrong or admit it.
And they don't want to grow.
They have no interest of growing. Clearly,
Exactly.
if you cannot do the simple thing as okay, that's on me. That's my bad. I did that. That's completely on me.
Yeah, and it don't take much to say my bad. I was wrong. Let me try this a different way. Like, it don't take much to do that.
But that's where ego comes in.
I was just gonna say sometimes people egos get in the way.
Egos get in the way. You know, you can ruin great relationships by having a huge ego.
Mm-hmm.
To the fact you literally can ruin your relationship between you and your adult child.
Mm-hmm.
Because I believe the generation prior to us that they spent their entire time raising us
Mm-hmm.
a certain way, and when we became grown and gone, they think that they continue that after we're grown. No. Raising the child and caring for your adult child,
It's two different things.
completely.
Especially if they don't live in your household. Now, it is different when they still stand under your roof and you doing what you was doing when they were younger,
Mm-hmm.
at the age they are now. But if that your adult child is not staying in your household,
Mhm.
and they're on their own, doing what they got to do for themselves to make it, then yes, I agree 100% with what you're saying.
Because it's kind of hard, because I look at our daughters, and no matter how bad I want them to be a baby or a kid forever, eventually that's going to expire. That's going to be gone. They're going to be full grown adults with possibly families of their own, married, kids. So once they reach that point in life, I can no longer look at them as a child. These are adults. They are living in it in real life.
Yeah, and there's also stages to it. You know, you got your kid, you got your babies, you got your kids, and then you have your teenagers,
Mhm.
and then you go into young adults, and then just full blown adults. And the list I just gave,
Mhm.
there's a different way to parent. Every age, every list, every name on that list I just gave, there is a certain way to parent. You
Mhm.
cannot parent your teenage child the same way you would have parented them when they were younger.
Mm.
It's a big difference.
That's true. And I think 9 times out of 10 we're gonna do an episode on that alone.
Mm-hmm.
But accountability is everything. Like I was saying, it's everything.
Mhm.
Period.
Yeah.
You have to take accountability for your faults, for your mistakes, for the things that you internally wish you could do different. You have to express that.
Mm-hmm.
Let it be known. It's okay. Because let's just say we have a falling out. I know I'm in the wrong, but I refuse to accept that I'm in the wrong. You fault me for that. That's completely on me. I'm in the wrong 2 times. I'm in the wrong for whatever I did,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm in the wrong for not accepting or acknowledging what I did.
Right.
So it's completely up to me. I have a choice.
Mm-hmm.
Either I want to screw this relationship up over simply not accepting whatever said mistakes I made, or I'm going to be mature about it and accept those mistakes, acknowledge them, and move on from it.
Right. It just depends on it all depends on the road you want to take.
Mm-hmm.
It all depends on if you love yourself enough to want to grow.
Mm-hmm.
It just depends on you as a person.
Right.
What kind of person do you want to be? What kind of person are you setting out to be? What kind of person are you doing? Well, no, let me rephrase that.
Okay.
What kind of person do you want to be? Right?
Mm-hmm.
And say you have little people looking up to you. What kind of example do you want to set for them?
Mm.
That's what it all boils down to for me. So I choose to take accountability.
And I do the same.
And I'm encouraging you journeyers to do the same thing.
Yes.
Therefore, we all need to be held accountable. And that is the only way the human race is going to grow.
Mm.
Now, I feel like we've touched enough on accountability
Hell of a journey.
to wrap up this little journey. What are you thinking about, babe?
Babe, now I'm thinking about how much we're in the holiday season. And I'm simply reflecting on like our upbringing
Mm-hmm.
and how the holidays was, the different things that we did.
Mhm.
Everything is like completely different now.
It is. Let me tell you, I'm having so much fun with this Elf on the Shelf. I kid you not.
It annoys me at times,
Sometimes I'll be at work thinking of what I'm gonna do the next day.
and I find myself sending you different ideas, on
Even
this
though it
damn Elf on the
annoys
Shelf.
you. Yeah, like I'm having so much fun. And you want to know why I'm having fun?
Why?
Because I'm living vicariously through my child.
Mm.
This is something that was not done in my childhood.
Oh,
So-
I don't think this is something done in anyone's childhood prior to us.
Yeah, because I think this is
This
new.
is very this is very new.
But I'm saying like Elf on the Shelf as a whole,
Mhm.
like it's very fun, especially like when it's your first time doing it. I was supposed to do it last year,
Mhm.
but I forgot to buy the elf. But I did not forget this year,
Mhm.
and I'm having so much fun. And just seeing the way she reacts to it,
Right.
the way she wake up looking for the elf, like
It's kind of becoming like a culture thing for Christmas. You
Yeah.
see, everybody's doing it.
everybody's doing it.
All the stores have it.
Mhm.
They have different layouts of different things you do.
I need to go buy a Twinkle outfit right now.
See,
They got clothes, babe. They make clothes for the
Okay.
elves.
Now you speak. Now you easy.
That is diabolical, actually. But that will wrap up today's show, you guys. And before we get out of here, babe, did you have any wise words for the people?
You know your boy got it.
Let us hear it.
Sometimes I sit and wonder, what's my purpose in the world? What am I truly here to do? Then I see my daughters, and that purpose becomes very clear.
You know what? I like that. I really like that. So I feel like all is fair in love and war. Catch y'all on the next one. Until then, journey on.
One love, one love, one love.
God bless.